Did you guys know that there's a record service that allows you to vote on your favorite music and then get it pressed to vinyl and then get it sent directly to your door? Hey everyone, welcome to Vinyl Eyes. I am Jarrett New, and today we're going to be talking about FEEDBANDS, which is a cool vinyl service that allows you, the listener, to have a direct influence on what music gets pressed to vinyl every single month. And we're also going to be opening up this record that they sent over. Now, I have no idea what's in here, so we're gonna find that out together. But before we do, let's talk about how all this works. Well, it's pretty simple. Basically, you go to their website, feedbands.com, and you pick one of the 4 options that works best for you. They got the vinyl subscription for $23 a month, which of course includes the record, the digital download, a 12x12 lyric sheet or art print, and also, most importantly, the ability to vote and comment on the music you like the best. Then they have a t-shirt subscription which features the band from each monthly record release and also includes the digital download. Or if you want both the record and the shirt and all the other goodies included, you can go with that plan. And finally, if you want the digital tracks only and the ability to vote, then you can go with the plan that's only $4 a month. So they have lots of different options depending on what you need, but regardless, after you pick one of those plans, you'll be allowed to vote and comment on all the music featured on their entire website. So all you have to do is listen to lots of music, and if you like a certain band, then just click the little thumbs up indicating that that music is indeed vinyl worthy. So the fact that you can vote on the music you like allows you to directly take part in the whole vinyl experience. FEEDBANDS is only going to press the good music that fans want. And these are all small batch, first pressings of new independent bands on colored vinyl sent to you every month. Super cool. So if you want to check them out for yourself, their link is in the video description below. Alright, now that we know how it all works, I'm going to shut up and we're going to open this up. Alright, so here's what the package looks like, and everything feels pretty solid. So let's go ahead and open it up. Alright, now the first thing they included are these small FEEDBANDS vinyl stickers, so if you wanted to, you could put these on your dust cover or your record crate, or really anything else. I mean, they're stickers, so just get creative. And the next thing we see is a cool looking black t-shirt from the indie progressive rock band Sleepmaps. So Sleepmaps is going to be the band featured on this particular release. And the shirt itself looks pretty cool. At the top, of course, it says Sleepmaps, and in the center it has the image of like a skeleton inside of an astronaut's spacesuit. And then finally at the bottom it reads FEEDBANDS Vinyl January 2017. So overall, it's a good looking shirt that I think pairs pretty well with the record. And speaking of the record, we actually got 2 different records, which I was not expecting. The first one is interesting because it's actually a test pressing, which, as a matter of fact, is the very first test pressing record in my entire collection, so that's pretty neat. And this test pressing record is for an upcoming FEEDBANDS release, which hasn't been heard by anyone yet, so I do feel pretty honored that they sent this record my way. Now apparently this test pressing is a split album featuring the band Hunter as a Horse on one side, and then the band Little Lights on the other side. Now, the only thing is, being that this is a test pressing, there's no markings indicating which side is which, so I'm basically just gonna have to drop the needle, listen to both sides, and then I'll know which side corresponds to what band. And if I still can't tell, then I'll just pull up the music on my phone. Okay, now let's check out the official release. Well, first off, we get this little write-up from FEEDBANDS about the record, which is printed on nice translucent paper. And basically it talks about how Sleepmaps' album, We Die for Truth, has a complex prog rock sound which has both cerebral and geopolitical undertones. So already I get the impression that it's going to be a deeper album that'll be perfect for late night listening. Next up, the album comes with a beautiful black and white art print of what looks like a pyramid towering high above the rest of the planet. And then on the flip side, it says, "Freeze me in your heart, never meant to part," which I'm guessing are the lyrics to one of the songs featured on the album. Now, moving on to the record jacket, on the front we see the shadow of an oddly shaped pyramid soaring above the urban landscape. And if we flip it over, we see a quaint little farmhouse with the entire world in the backdrop, which is kind of an interesting image. And then below that we also get the track list. Okay, now the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's check out the record. So here it is, Sleepmaps' We Die for Truth pressed on beautiful clear vinyl. Now, there's 3 tracks per side, so 6 songs total, but each song is anywhere from 5.5 minutes long to over 10 minutes long, so you're getting about 45 minutes worth of music on this album. Alright, now enough about the packaging. I'm gonna pop these records on the turntable and I'll let you guys know what I think. Alright, we're back. Now, sorry I couldn't play any of that music for you guys, but as I've mentioned a bazillion times on this channel, YouTube might strike me down for copyright infringement if I play any of the music, so I don't want to risk it. Now, first off, let's talk about that test pressing. Well, after listening to both sides of the record and doing some online research, I was able to identify all 11 tracks on the split album. So let's start with Hunter as a Horse. Well, overall, this band has a darker alternative rock vibe to it, which is great because I love music that embraces those darker themes. The first song that really grabbed my attention was their track The Abyss, which is a slick, bassline pulsing, brooding, yet also empowering song, complete with wobbly synthesizers and beautiful vocals. It's a cool track that perfectly sets the dark yet sophisticated tone of this side of the record. Great beat, very catchy, you're gonna love it. Now, the knockout track from this band has to be their song, The Passenger, which is this alluring, haunting, and mysterious song that's calm in some parts and chaotic in others. It's like a beast growling in the shadows waiting to attack you. It's scary, yet fun, kind of like getting lost with your best friends in a haunted house at the carnival. It's pulsing, thumping, spooky, and stylish, all at the same time. I highly recommend it. You guys should definitely check it out. Now, we flip the record over and we discover the indie pop rock band Little Lights, who have this sort of nostalgic, dreamy, heartfelt, shoegaze kind of sound. Their music seems to be one part love and one part despair. And the first track of theirs that I liked was called Headlights, because it's a light-hearted, feel-good indie pop song that makes you feel like you're a bird soaring through the clouds without a care in the world. It's carefree and fun, so I recommend it. Okay, now let's move on to the main album, Sleepmaps, We Die for Truth. Well, just like Hunter as a Horse, this album is also a bit darker, but more on the metal and prog rock side. So each of these tracks are longer, heavier, and they go through several changes during the course of each song. Now, the first track that got my attention was The Life Beyond, which is an ominous little intro track guiding us into this greater prog rock landscape of the album. And this song deals with intense themes like life, death, and non-existence and/or the hereafter. It has a bleak, dark, and somber tone, but it's also kind of beautiful in its own way. It's angsty, primal, raw, and energetic, so it's definitely worth a listen. Now, we flip the record over, and the next track that really stands out is called Biologic Trust, which starts off kind of slow at first with a very minimal use of guitars and drums, but then it picks up pace as the song continues. And overall, it paints a dark, gloomy picture on the canvas with its rumbling bass and soft percussion. Overall, it's a great track for a little atmospheric doom and gloom, and it's one of my favorites. But finally, the knockout track on this album has to be the final song, which is called See You in a Thousand Years. This is an epic 10-minute track that starts off almost silent, but then grows into a more powerful and more sophisticated animal. It whispers, it shouts, it goes through a range of emotions, and overall, it's an excellent, dark, powerful, underground, atmospheric track. It's clear that they really gave it all they got in this one song, and that's why it's my top favorite on the album. It's like the perfect finale to an impressive debut album from Sleepmaps. So overall, 2 solid releases from FEEDBANDS that I'm super happy to now have in my collection. Now, what do you guys think about this kind of music? Let us all know down in the comments below, and if you love music, join the vinyl army and hit subscribe, because I'm going to be coming out with a lot of great videos every week that you're not going to want to miss. Be sure to find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. All of my social media links are in the video description below. And most importantly, guys, have a fantastic day and keep spinning that vinyl. I already forgot which side is which.